Hey everyone, and welcome back to another crunchy, very fun edition of Building with your friends here at the tabletop, or at the table. We are going to be discussing another NPC that we can build to be entered into our grand design competition. We're going to make about 5 of these bad boys, and then have a vote on our flagship show, Edge of Legend, to see which one of these NPCs we build with you guys, that we build right along with you, becomes a legend just like you. So stick around, stay tuned, and let's see what crazy things chat and we in chat can come up with. And we'll see you soon.
Oh, but PJ, wait, you almost forgot. Who are we?
I don't even know why I keep forgetting that, Michael. Who we are. Well, how about you start off first, Michael?
I'm Michael Powell, and you can find me on my social medias, which are at Mr. Kapow. That's MrKapao. And PJ, where can we find you?
You can find me everywhere on the internet as pj.magaw, that's M-E-G-A-W, the Mega W. And you can also find me here on Nat20 Productions every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time doing Edge of Legend, our flagship Pathfinder 2nd Edition homebrew, where we see who can become legends in this crazy world. And also, maybe you hear about it a little later, but a project coming up Fridays at 8 p.m., from some friends of yours truly.
Oh, and so let's get to building.
Let's get to building. Chat, hit us up. What you got? So, without further ado, let's start from the bottom and work our way to the top. This new NPC, what should the ancestry be? If you have any ideas, put them in the chat. We'll be watching you the whole time. We still have, as a refresher, last time we had Kobold Scale, the Kobold Bard, Dragon Disciple,
Billy Idol,
aka Rebel Without a Clue. He is a level 16 worshiper of the Dragon God and Petzimat, the Dragon God of Force and Will. We're looking into it right now, but we believe the type of damage he'll be doing is Sonic Breath and Sonic Resistance, possibly Force. And he's got a long story. Basically, he was a kobold for someone, basically his master or overlord. He rose up against him one day, and in doing so, he was granted powers and hurt his friend. And in doing so, he fled. He became a punk rock bard with a wonderful kazoo for his instrument, and he's trying to get a band together, but no one wants to play with him. He's got Scales of the Dragon, Breath of the Dragon, Shape of the Dragon, and Disciple's Breath. Because he is the Scream Dragon, he definitely plays Breath, Death, Revolution.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's see. We're getting some options now. People want to... you already have a Dragon Disciple. We do already have a Dragon Disciple, Pengu-chan. However, that doesn't mean we have to have just one. We could have, say, a Silver Dragon Disciple.
We also got Mr. Mihara saying that they want a shaman who is mysterious.
Oh. Okay, so for everyone who doesn't know, Mr. Mihara is actually a buddy of mine from growing up back in the day near Washington, D.C. The mysterious shaman is a reference to something an ex of mine said a long time ago in her sleep. So it's, yeah, she was in a dead sleep. She woke up, she looked at me and with full eyes and went, "The mystery is the shaman," and then passed right back out again. Life is funny sometimes. Anyway, maybe one day we'll make a mysterious shaman. Who knows?
Oh, we got Scoutmaster Troop wanting us to make a Kobold Ranger. And also, Reap Psyche wants a Ratfolk Swashbuckler, Big Pirate Energy.
So right now we have the options of the Kobold Ranger or the Ratfolk Swashbuckler. I'll say this, especially having talked about both of these ancestries, they both sound really exciting. Maybe we can open up the chat. You know what? I'll make a decision. We did a kobold last time. Let's do a Ratfolk this time.
All right.
And we'll start building the Ratfolk Swashbuckler. Maybe next time we do a character build, we can discuss a Kobold Ranger Scout, because I think there's a lot of fun that we stumbled upon in the Kobold Deep Dive that could really make that interesting. Anyway, so, by the way, Pengu-chan, I saw that. I'm looking forward to the message with the character idea. I'll keep my eyes open for that. So the Ratfolk Swashbuckler.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to open this up and do this by committee. Now, a few episodes ago, we mentioned the Firebrand Braggart, which is such a fun class with some really cool archetype abilities. Do we want to make this a build, a higher end build, so that the Ratfolk Swashbuckler is also a Firebrand Braggart? Blah. Too many bruhs. My mouth can't handle the bruh.
That's what she said.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's honestly that's on reflex at this point. I think.
I don't even blame you, my dude. So yeah, let's see what we got in the chat. Yeah, so Reaped Psyche is a fan of the potential Firebrand Braggart archetype, it looks like. Well, let's do this. So we have a Ratfolk Swashbuckler. What weapon is he going to use? Or they? Actually, that's a good question. What's their pronouns? He, she, they? Big pirate energy. You don't got to be a boy to be a pirate.
I want to make a. This is me. I want to toss out there. Female Ratfolk pirate.
Nice.
Because you know why? There's a
that?
reason behind that. The person who invented the receipt was a female pirate, a Chinese female pirate.
Interesting. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I also know you have some really famous female pirates. God, I'm going to butcher their names. I want to say Bonnie something. Whoever piloted the Queen Anne.
Mm-hmm.
Or was the Queen Anne someone else? I'm terrible at pirate history.
I know there's, I think, Annie Reed or something. Same here.
Yeah, something like that. And here's a tragedy. We know they exist. We do. We know there's many of them. We know they were awesome and very accomplished businesswomen and, drive-by shooter enthusiasts. But for the life of me, and to be fair, I can only think of 2 actual pirate people in history as well. So it's just me not having pirates on my radar.
Mm-hmm. I feel a little worse because I used to own. Remember, as a kid, not as a kid. I'm gonna say, young child. One of the big pirate books, the pirateology books.
Mm-hmm. So we're getting some correction in the chat really fast. I want to make sure I get this said because this is important. Mary Reed was a badass too. We also see the Queen Anne was Blackbeard's ship. Thank you. Yes, I remember I said it out loud and I was like, wait a minute, I think it's a boat, not a person. But Anne Bonny. Anne Bonny is I think the one I was thinking of when I said Queen Anne.
I think so. So we're both kind of right. I was saying the first name. You were saying the last name.
we were wrong individually. We were right by committee.
Yeah.
But the chat is right on purpose. So thank you, chat. Also, Scoutmaster of the Troop put a really good link up for female pirates you should know. It's very important stuff. So we have a female Ratfolk Swashbuckler. Do we want to make her Shin or Chinese in my world?
Sure.
All right.
I'll be down for that. But I think first we should decide heritage.
That's a very, very good point.
So would they be a deep rat, a desert rat, long snout rat, sewer rat, or shadow rat?
That's a very, very good question. Get in the chats and blow it up. What kind of ancestry is this rat going to be? Let's see here. I kind of like sewer rat. You know, she's tough. She's a tough lady. Poison don't stop her. Disease don't stop her. Shadow rat. She could be very, very scary looking, very intimidating. You know, just think about it. Like, what kind of female rat folk are you going to see on like the captain's wheel with a sword pulled and she's chittering and screaming in combat? Let's see what the chat says here. Shadow or sewer works great. Yeah, sewer would work. Have a boat that travels in the sewer systems.
That'd be
cool. That would be really cool. I got a funny idea. What if the thing was actually a submergible?
Oh.
One of the only submersive crafts, or one of the few submersive crafts. So now she can go on open water, open seas, and then kind of have the ship sink down into tight.
That would be really cool. But I also want to put this out there, just because if we're making a Chinese pirate, a Chinese inspired by Chinese pirates, the junker ship, the junk ship with the distinct, sails and everything. I think that would be kind of cool too.
I kind of like that. Now, this is cool because this character is now coming with a whole bunch of world stuff. Now, I know technically the boat I'm about to pitch is Korean. However, it's still baller. So let's start off with the junk ship, right? But then when they pull a lever, the sails drop, and then this giant spiked turtle shell comes up, and that's how the thing becomes submergible. So
Yeah.
like you got open waters and you have underwater.
So we got a little steampunk technology there.
Yeah, I mean the Yosoki, as they say, are at least they have a high potential to be genius inventors. So how impossible would it be for this woman who runs this rat ship to have a bunch of cousins on board who are brilliant inventors?
I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But it has to be. I want to also put this out there. They have to they're constantly maintaining it because it's constantly breaking down. And sometimes when they're trying to go underwater, it might not entirely. The dome might not entirely close.
I will admit I love that because now you have these great moments where you can kind of quote Firefly, like, I'm sick and tired of baubles and bits falling off my boat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it sounds like we get a lot of people saying that they liked the sewer rats and the shadow rats. They really love the sewer rat for fighting off scurvy, which I actually think that's kind of brilliant. That's right, Pengu-chan, you can't take this guy from me. If you want to see wee baby PJ when he was like 23 years old do a Firefly fan film, go look up Brown Coat's Redemption. You'll see me when I was like 22, 23, my mole still on my face, doing a fan film for charity. And go ahead, because we no longer own the rights to it, neither does Fox. So have fun, pilot it, download it illegally. Okay, so Shin, and she's going to be Sewer Rat. Ooh, this is now starting to capitulate in me some really interesting stories. So you have a Ratfolk swashbuckler, female Ratfolk from Shin. She's a Shinese sewer rat. Probably you could even say like she grew up in the sewers and all the muck and nasty under Shin, and there's a lot of we talked about earlier, a lot of caste systems. So being a Ratfolk in Shin would be very, very low on that totem pole. So now she has all this impetus to grab every family member she can, get all the wealth they can hoard, and strike out for adventure and riches beyond their imagination.
And also, can I add this little character detail? Once again, Chinese, just because Chinese pirates.
Mm-hmm.
She's obsessed with receipts.
Oh, I love it. Yes. No, that's exactly what I was hoping to put back into the character, the idea of receipts.
She's always asking for a receipt, and if she steals something, she'll give you not a bill of sale, a theft of sales.
Oh my God, I love that. Like, you come into this room, your giant, powerful magical artifact is gone, and you're having a panic attack, and you see a little slip of paper, and you pick it up, and in a tiny scratched handwriting, you see proof of theft. This item was stolen by, to be named, of this rat crew of pirates. Upon thieving of property, it is now our property, and shall be inventoried as such. This is proof that which
it's like a calling card. It's like a calling card.
It is. I mean, it's funny because it's also kind of bad business if you want to steal from people, because now they know who stole it from them.
Yeah.
But maybe she's just that good. She's like, oh, you want to come back and get it? Swing, fight me.
Yeah. Lost Thoughts posted, top of her lungs, I have the receipts!
Yes, I love that. That can almost be her battle cry. Oh, that could be her battle cry.
Yes!
She pulls out a
I
sword.
always kind of want to say her pirate flag is a receipt. It's a receipt with the crossbones and the receipt in the middle.
I feel like now we're getting, that's hilarious, but I feel like we're getting too deep on the receipt line here. I'm gonna put a quote though. One second.
Reeve Psyche posted, the receipt is part of the intimidation. Like Jotaro writing the receipt for the beating he gives that one strand user. Jojo.
That's a good point. Uh, I have a little intimidating speech for her. Uh, eh. Okay, so yes, running as fast as I
So I'm
can.
gonna put this
So
out in chat. So what do you guys think that this swashbuckler, receipt-loving Ratfolk pirate level would be?
that's a good question, especially if we want to reach out and take an archetype like the Firebrand
Mm-hmm.
Braggart. We're going to have enough levels to accommodate both a Swashbuckler build and a Firebrand Braggart build. Oh, Michael, why did you double down on the JoJo? Hey, you can't hate the Jo. I mean, I don't like JoJo, but that's just because I don't know. It
Because
doesn't
you're
reach.
not a weeb.
I'm weeb light. Okay, I like My Hero Academia. I like other shows.
Go in,
Um,
all in on the weeb, PJ. All in on the weeb.
Oh, I'm not resisting it. I just haven't really like felt my brain has. Okay, so Seven Deadly Sins. I love Seven Deadly Sins. I haven't watched the newest season yet. Mostly just because again I'll sit down. I'm exhausted. I'm like, I'll catch this later. You know what we need though? Before we get too far in this build, we kind of need a name.
Yeah,
We kind of need it. It's
a
very
name,
very
and
important.
also still the level. We still need to know a level.
Yeah.
So, oh, Lost Thought posted, watch Genocyber, and that will desensitize you to any other anime.
Is Now when you say desensitize, do you mean because it's incredibly violent or because it's just incredibly weeby? I mean, both are fine. I just have to know what I'm getting myself into.
Oh, Lost Thought posted level 4, and Mr. Mihara posted, Bloodseed desensitized me to everything.
I think I know the Blood Sea you're talking about, and yeah, that's a horrific anime. I I regret watching it. Okay, so level 4. That's a good.
Would that
Can't
be a
talk.
good level for a pirate captain? Ratfolk?
Um, I think it definitely could be. I want to see maybe something with a bit more chutzpah. Like maybe so the bard was level 16 because we wanted the bard to turn into a full dragon
Yeah.
and scare people. So what if we made this one level
8?
Yeah, I'm thinking level 8. Lost Thought, how do you feel about level 8? Do you think that's too much? What do you feel?
Oh, Reap Psyche posted, I think no name, just a sick title.
Ooh, I agree. Because
Like the
that
Dread Pirate Roberts.
exactly, or Blackbeard.
Yeah.
That wasn't his name. I think it was Robert something.
It was
I don't know.
Edward Thatch.
Thank you. See, I don't know much about pirates. I just know that we romanticized them way too much and that they were really bankers with a bad habit of drive-by shootings. That's the reality of it. So yeah. So Reap Psyche, throw out, pitch me some sick titles for this Pirate Queen.
Oh, Lost Thought posted, nah, sounds good. I didn't realize your previous build was level 16. So yeah, an 8. 8 could work.
Okay. Yeah, totally cool. Lost Thought. I figured I'd mention that because I was like, okay, 16 is a very high build, but the only reason why we're doing that is so we can get to that juicy, I'm a little dragon, I'm a big dragon kind of concept or conceptual build. Okay, so you think level 8 sounds pretty good. Reap Psyche says maybe level 9. That lets you get the ancestry feats.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't we go with level 9? Because it still gives us some room to build a very powerful character without getting into the godly stuff.
Yeah.
Like turning into a full dragon.
And also, plus in your game, after what, 12 games, we're still level 1, so if a Ratfolk can survive to level 9, that's been a while. That's a while.
Well, let's see. It's been 12 episodes. You're like, I think you're at 938 out of 1,000 experience. You are 70. No, you are 62 points away from leveling up. You just gotta get into a fight. You just gotta. Oh, you gotta fight something. Making a quick note about the backstory of this character. Okay.
Oh, Mr. Mahara posted up. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it.
Let me see. Is that
Zaisu
is
Zaisu
that
Dao? Zasu Dao?
Zai Shui Dao? Is that Cantonese or Mandarin? I'm terrible at knowing the difference.
I kind of want to say Mandarin, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if it was in Chinese, I could read it, but it's in English.
Ah, okay, so Mr. Mihara is saying it is in
It's
Mandarin.
Mandarin, yeah.
What does it mean in Mandarin, Mr. Mihara? Can you tell us that?
Oh, and Sydney suggested Verdana, which is a filter on Instagram.
Oh, okay. Maybe, maybe that could be her title, but maybe her real name was like, I'm gonna butcher this. Jashui Dao? Jashui Dao?
Oh, sewer rat.
Oh, it means sewer rat. Okay.
Oh, I have an idea. Um, because I watch, well, I am Chinese, and because I also watch a lot of these kung fu flicks, a lot of them they call like elders or like people of importance brother or sister. In Chinese, 姐姐 is sister. 小姐姐 is little sister. 大姐姐 is big sister.
Ooh.
Maybe 大姐姐老叔,
That would be Big Sister.
big sister rat,
Big
or big
Sister.
sister mouse.
Big Sister Mouse. I like that. So would that be her title? Or would that
Maybe,
just be something they all call her? Because that sounds
maybe,
like it's definitely an informal thing.
or oh, how about this? We add a little spice to it. We add a little character description. Maybe does she have a other than the receipt? Does she wear BJ?
Hmm.
You think about this. Does she wear a certain trademark piece of clothing or a weapon that she's known for?
When do we get to alignments? Ian, we don't have the time for alignments. Um, ooh, Haimu. I'm probably butchering that. Sea Mother. Is that correct, Michael Powell? Does that sound like that's
Yeah, I
something
think so. I
that's
think so. Yeah.
okay? I'll say this. If let's see this. What if we combined Sea Mother and Rat? So what if she was
Lao Su
like
is rat.
Lao Su?
Lao Su.
So Lao Su. So what if we went with Lao Su Huai Mu? So she is the rat sea mother.
Yeah, do that.
Okay. I'm gonna butcher
I
this.
honestly I like Haimu Haimu
Haimu.
Haimu better. Just honestly simpler. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid.
I agree. Okay, so her title will be Haimu. So she'll be Haimu. And that's what people will call her as, the Dread Pirate Haimu. Chaotic for the win. Yeah, I think the alignment itself is gonna be some form of chaotic, probably chaotic good.
I say
Um
chaotic neutral. She's a pirate.
yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Now, I saw Rupsaki put in the Verdant Wave, but maybe it's more of a ship name, though. Yeah, I can see Verdant Wave being the name of a ship.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, let's ask chat. Do you think the ship should be? No, Ian. We'll get to alignments later.
I I want to say if she gets picked, then we'll design the ship. Let's just design her for now.
Okay, that's a good point. So we decided on level 9.
Hmm.
Okay. So she's 9th level. We have the swashbuckler in this book, and maybe we'll go into a deep dive on the swashbuckler at a later date. But I think the biggest question is, what do we want to take away from the Firebrand Braggart? But let me pull out that book really fast. Hey, I'm just gonna reach over here and pull out my amazing list of Paizo products like the Lost Omen Character Guide. Come on, you stubborn book. There we go. Shameless plug. All right, let's see if I can find that. Let's see, Leshy's Lizard Folk Organizations, getting close. There we go. Firebrand Braggart. So, with the Firebrand, do you want the backup disguise? So rumor? I mean, obviously
I think she should have Bolster's Challenge.
Oh, yeah, I love that idea.
Now, what do you think, Bolster's Challenge or Daring Act?
Let's see. Bolster's Challenge is a really good buff ability. And I feel like if you're going to be fighting on a ship with a group of rats at your side, especially your cousins and your family, having a buff ability would be delicious.
I kind of want to disagree on that, because if that's the case, Daring Act, because using Daring Act, swinging on the sails, those last minute death defying like gambits, I think Daring Act would actually be smarter to take.
I think that could work. Now, I know the Swashbuckler has an archetype within it called the Braggart, so there might be some carryover. We'll have to look into that. Let me just go over my notes here, make sure we have it correct. She loves hordes and is big on receipts. She was the lowest caste in Shin culture, got tired of struggling and took their cousins and horde and built a very cool boat and went into pirate business. The ship can turn from a junk into a turtle sub. There's lots of rats on boards that are including inventors and scientists, people to repair the boat, while she is the captain of the ship. She is a level 9 Ratfolk Swashbuckler Firebrand Braggart named Haimu. And yeah, I guess that all sounds... Oh, what weapon? Do we want her to have a rapier? Do she want to use like a cutlass? What are we thinking she fights with?
I would say... I kind of want to, because I always like giving weird weapons to characters.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of want to give her a weird, kind of a unique-ish weapon. So what weapons do... Actually, PJ, can you look up what weapons can swashbucklers
Absolutely. Let me just crack open my advanced player's guide. Lost Thought likes the idea of the cutlass. It's a very classic... swashbuckler weapon. Let's see. Swashbucklers are proficient in simple and melee weapons. So you give them a weapon, they can use it. Ooh, bladed scarf. Scarf. Do it with blades. Ian is a big fan of the bladed scarf idea.
I like that. Bladed scarf, or maybe a weapon. Oh no, that's a monk weapon. We can't take that.
The bladed scarf's a monk weapon?
No, I think so. Well, I was actually looking at the weapon called Monkey Fist.
Oh yeah, I can see what you mean. Well,
I kind of want to say, give her, a lot of pirates, they use swords and stuff. Maybe she uses I want to say a club. Because she also uses... Because I could also see her, she's walking the ship. Maybe one of her crew gets out of line. She cuffs them on the side of the head with her club.
Maybe. How about this? I like this. I know this is probably more... what do claw weapons classify as? If they are natural claws, like your actual claws, those are unarmed weapons. If they are like a claw you put on, like the Indian Qatar and other weapons, I believe they qualify as brawling weapons.
And also, I also want to point out, I say club because one of the improvised weapons on pirate ships is the ship pins, which they hold down rope, and they're basically clubs like this long.
Vega for Street Fighter claws. Lost Thought, I believe that would qualify as a brawling weapon. So something that you can kind of wear around your hand and use to fight. How about this?
Or a pick. I can see that as a boarding weapon.
Ooh, okay. I like the kanabo. The kanabo is traditionally Japanese and it's massive. but I do like I have this idea in my head. Don't gotta run with me on it, just a thought.
Mhm.
What if she fought with kind of like a heavy cape, and the cape could have blades sewn into it? So we get not only a defensive weapon, but a bladed scarf in a new way, and she can beat people with it, or she can cut people with it, and also parry weapons, which is a very
True, true.
Western traditional fencing
Oh,
thing.
and I just looked up. There's actually a weapon called. It's a simple weapon. It's a nightstick. I kind of want to throw that in the ring. Maybe it's the nightstick that she stole from her former captor that now she uses as her weapon.
Maybe, like a big cape version of a Tessin. Maybe the cape didn't last in CBS. The cape didn't last anywhere. That was a bad intellectual property.
Also, we gotta look up whether that's a weapon she could actually use.
Well, she can use simple and martial weapons. So basically, she can use anything except monk weapons.
Mhm.
So that kind of gives us a ton of options. And I know that the cape is something that's in the game. I think it gives a very low bonus to AC as a shield, but also provides a lot of like abilities like grappling and other such things. So I think we can go with that. We can make her dual wield. How about this? Chat, let me know what you think. We give her the cape with the blades in it, so she gets kind of like one half shield, one half bladed scarf. And on the other hand, she gets one of those Chinese like studded maces. You know, the ones where it's basically like a rod, but the
Yeah.
rod is reinforced. And that could be something that she stole from like literally anyone else in Shin.
Okay.
Balls of the walls, the great axe. How about this last thought? I love that idea. What if we gave her one of her cousins was just this little rat with a gigantic axe?
But we could honestly, any of those would work. I'm also looking at time right now.
Yeah, we're gonna have to close
Yeah,
up the
yeah.
show a bit. Well, let's do this. We have a name. We have a battle system. We have some builds in mind. So why don't we call it a wrap today?
Mhm.
And then next time we see you guys, we can have maybe a couple of minutes at the top where we go into further detail on Haimu. And then when we build the next NPC, we will have another build.
Yeah.
So if you're
Or-
watching the show, oh yeah,
Well, I was gonna say, honestly, they're not even voted in yet. So, how about when we put the NPCs up for vote, if whichever NPC gets voted in, that's when we do a deep dive character creation of said NPC.
oh okay.
Let's not put the cart before the horse.
I agree. Okay, so we'll come up with the basic principle,
Hmm.
and then once it gets voted in, at the table we'll have the episode where we build the deep dive on
Yeah.
that character.
Yeah, it
Okay,
makes more sense. It makes more sense.
I like that.
We could create all the stuff till the cows come home, but if they don't get voted in, it's, you know what? That's just nah.
Yeah. I see the real gobshite, but Michael, horses are so last year. I don't know the reference, but thank you for coming in, gobshite. It's great to see you. Okay, so she is going to be a level 9 swashbuckler, firebrand, braggart. I'll just put I'll put firebrand.
Do you also want to go one last thing? I think we have time for this. Maybe.
Mhm.
What kind of swashbuckler is she?
Well, see, that's what I was going to say. I think it would make more sense to make her archetype the braggart archetype
Mhm.
because she gets bonuses for demoralizing in combat, which the braggart also gets bonuses for demoralizing in combat. They're not redundant, but oh man, they give you a very powerful and focused gameplay. So she would she's trained intimidation. She gains panache. This is cool. She gains panache during an encounter whenever she successfully demoralizes a foe. So since she's going to be boasting all the time, well, if we want to choose that, then every time she does a successful boast and gets a buff, she gets a free panache point to do some more cool stuff down the road.
Yeah.
So I think that could be a really cool, smart build. But we will get into that if and when Haimu, the Ratfolk Swashbuckler Firebrand Braggart of Shin, is voted in. That being said, I think that is enough for today.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. We're gonna say our goodbyes, starting with Mr. Michael Powell.
Hello, everybody. I am Michael Powell, and you can find me on my social medias on my Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. They're all at Mr. Kapow. That's MrKapao. And also, you can follow me on Facebook, which is kind of my main hub for all the stuff that I do. It's facebook.com/Michael Powell Does Stuff, because I do a lot of stuff. And also on, I believe, Tuesdays, I will be on Toyzilla Live, where we talk about toys nostalgia. That's on the Toyzilla network here on Twitch. And I believe this month we will be doing a interview with the voice actor of Donald Duck. So that's going to be really exciting.
Which may I ask which voice actor of Donald Duck? 'Cause
The
I know
current
one.
the current voice actor. He's
Oh,
been doing it for like what, 30, 50
oh,
years?
is that Tony Anselmo?
Yeah, Tommy.
Yeah, definitely check it out.
Mhm.
He is just a classic Disney fan.
Yeah.
And a big Donald Duck voice influencer. So, like,
And
check that out.
and also pop actually, you know what? Either next week or the week after, maybe next week, I will be launching a new project, which is going to be really awesome. I'm really excited about it. Keep your eye on my social medias when I post that up.
Yeah, I want to hear all about that. And I just want to make sure you're done. I want to.
Yeah, I'm done.
Toes.
I'm done. I got a lot of
Awesome.
stuff.
No, that's amazing. Congratulations. You guys know me. I'm PJ. You can find me everywhere at pj.mcgaw. Facebook, Instagram. I'm not on Twitter. Though I should be. When I'm not doing this awesome show with you guys, and of course my man here, Mr. Michael Powell, I'm doing Edge of Legend, the flagship Fantasy Pathfinder 2nd Edition show, Wednesdays at 8, so Pacific Standard Time. So if you're available, please come back to this channel and check us out, as we have episode 13 of Edge of Legend and the crazy things that come from there. And last but not least, I was able to post it on my social media. We have an official date and time announced for the sequel to Arcana High. A few years ago, me and some friends got a gang of half-elves and half-orcs and all kinds of amazing half-breeds, and we had this campaign of D&D in high school. And I was kind of Zach Morris for all the positive and negative things about that. So now we're going to see what happens when the kids graduate high school and go to college. That'll be happening September 18th at 8 p.m. Friday, Pacific Standard Time. So hopefully you guys can join us and get to watch me role play as a very sarcastic and salty half-elf. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you next week here at the table.